Was Ashoka the greatest king in history? Most kings are remembered for what they conquered. Ashoka, he's remembered for what he gave up. Ashoka the Great, a king's awakening. In the early years of his reign, Ashoka was ruthless. He crushed rebellions. He expanded the Maurya Empire to the edges of the Indian subcontinent. But then came the kingdom of Kalinga, an independent, prosperous state on the eastern coast. Kalinga didn't want to be conquered, and Ashoka, he didn't want defiance. In 261 BCE, the two sides clashed in one of the bloodiest battles in Indian history. Over 100,000 people died. Rivers ran red. The air was thick with smoke, screams, and the smell of death. And then, the silence. Ashoka walks the battlefield. The horses are still, the crows circle above. He sees a child crying over a dead father, a woman clutching her bleeding husband, burnt homes, empty eyes.
Breaking news.
What have I done? If this is victory, I want no part of it. In that moment, the Emperor of India was no longer a conqueror. He was a man overwhelmed by guilt, by grief, by the futility of war. Ashoka laid down his sword and turned to something radical for a king: compassion. He embraced Buddhism. He began promoting Dhamma, a code of ethics based on kindness, non-violence, and respect for all living beings. He built hospitals, planted trees along roads, and banned animal sacrifices. He sent envoys of peace, not armies. From Sri Lanka to Central Asia, Ashoka spread not his empire, but his ideals. Now, let's be fair. His empire didn't last. His successors weren't as visionary, and some argue his policies weakened the military spine of the Maurya dynasty. He didn't build pyramids like the pharaohs or march through continents like Alexander. He ruled with ideals, not iron. But maybe that's why Ashoka matters. He didn't just leave behind land, he left behind a lesson. Ashoka showed the world that true greatness isn't measured by how many cities you burn, but how many lives you choose not to. So, was Ashoka the greatest king in history? Maybe not by conquest, but perhaps by conscience. What's your take? Was Ashoka a visionary or a dreamer? Leave a comment, and subscribe for more stories from the edge of history.